here's a perk of being blind, though. Have you guys seen the level of, like, pushback this one lady is getting because she posted some TikTok of some guy at the gym that was looking at her?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. So some lady is filming her, like, TikTok vlog gym set or whatever. I don't know what the fuck she's doing there. And some guy is, like, looking at her, and then he comes over and tries to, like, talk to her, and then she's like, yeah, no, I'm good. And he's like, oh, okay, and then he leaves. And then she was like, can you fucking imagine what a creep this guy is, dude? What a fucking piece of shit this guy is. And then
he left.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, it's not that big a deal. Like,
you said no and he left. Like, what's wrong?
Yeah, he, like, came up and tried to help her put the weights on the bar, and then she was like, no, I got it. And he's like, okay.
Oh, he
Okay,
wasn't
I'll
even.
just leave that.
I thought you meant like he was. I mean, he might have been flirting, but
No,
I
think
think it was like
really
more
just
obvious.
went over there like, oh, do you need help?
I think he was going over there to try and flirt, and that's the way he was trying to get the conversation started.
Right.
Like,
but even if he was trying to flirt, like, she said no and he left. What's wrong with that? Yeah.
yeah, well, yeah, I mean, that was...
harmless.
Yeah, I was like, okay, he tried to flirt with you, you shot him down, he left. Like, okay, I don't see the issue. But if he was blind, and she was like, are you staring at me, you sick fuck? And he's like, ma'am, I can't stare at anything. Like, now her career is over. I mean, she's already, like, getting shit on from every angle, so, like, it's already looking bad for her, but, like... Dude, that would be the... If you go up to someone in the gym who's fucking blind and you tell them to stop staring at you, holy shit.
I actually saw the video, too. He literally didn't even stare. He glanced at her for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I was like, what is supposed to be, like, the correct way to act if you're trying to talk to someone at the gym? Like, because, like, if, like, I was thinking about it from his perspective, and he's like, oh, okay, there's someone that I think is hot at the gym. Okay, well, should I go over there? And he's, like, clearly just, like, walking around, like, what do I do? Like, thinking it through in his head. And he looked at her a little too much, maybe. And, like, that was it. And I was like, well, is he supposed to just be, like, female identified walking up to her? Like, what the fuck? What is the correct procedure? And then there are people that are like, oh, you should never hit on people at the gym. Everyone's there to just work out. It's like, if everyone was just there to work out, then everyone would show up wearing sweatpants and a hoodie. You wouldn't try to be hot at the gym if you were there just to work out.
Yeah. True.
Like, nothing is stopping women from going to the gym in sweatpants. It's fine. Like, that's... If
Actually, no, I would not work out in sweatpants. That would be
I
extremely
mean, I
hot.
wouldn't work out in long pants, but
I
like,
mean...
even my shorts, they're not like skin tight. They're fucking baggy as hell.
Yeah, like, you wouldn't...
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure in the video she's wearing, like, skin tight.
She was wearing leggings and, like, a crop top or something. So it's like, all right, well... You could have been wearing, like, sweatpants she was going for the long pants type look. So she was wearing leggings, and it's like, okay, well, if you wanted to wear long pants, wear sweatpants. You wore leggings because you wanted to look hot for your video, which is even more weird is she's like, I just don't like being sexualized, and it's like, motherfucker, you chose
Does
the...
she have an OnlyFans?
Why are you posting this video?
She chose the clothes, and then, yeah, someone else pointed out she has a thing that's kind of like an OnlyFans. It's not the same. She is, like, dying on this hill that it's not the same because she posts, like, pay-per-view content and, like, cosplay. She's like, no, guys,
that's
I'm
better.
not completely naked. I'm only kind of naked in my online content. It's like, okay, like... Alright, it's still weird that you're like, yeah, don't hit on me at the gym. I'm just gonna dress to be hot and then go home and film myself almost completely naked and get paid for it. It seems weird that that's, like, where everyone draws the line of it being inappropriate. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's criminal to hit on people at the gym. I personally wouldn't do it. But, like, I don't begrudge you if you do. Like, it's just not my fucking scene, dude.
There's nothing wrong with being interested in someone, though. You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's not a crime.
Yeah, no, it's like, so what? It's like, what the fuck else was he supposed to do? Like, should women just never be hit on anywhere except, like, Tinder? Like, is Tinder now the only acceptable place to talk to women? In which case, let's do it. I don't want to talk to women. I don't even have Tinder, so I would just live my entire life talking to 0 women, dude. I'm comfortable with it. Like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Oh, yeah. And then,
Sounds good to me.
yeah, it was funny. I had this thought earlier. I was like... I don't remember how I got here, but I was like... I think it was someone's take on it was like, oh, you know, maybe if every gym just markets itself as, like, hyper masculine, like, they don't ban women, but they just make it a place that women wouldn't want to go by choice. And I was like, well, wait a minute, hold on. The only time that sexual harassment became a problem at the gym is when all these women started going to the gym. When it was, like, only a spot that dudes would go, suddenly there's 0 sexual harassment there.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't know, man. People keep saying, why is it that men keep committing sexual assault? And all I'm saying is, when it's only men around, there's no sexual assault happening. Curious. Probably the stupidest shit I've ever said. It was funny. I was talking to my brother a couple days ago, and we had this, like, $1 billion idea. And it very closely relates to this subject. So you know how guys will put their Instagram tag on their car?
Yeah.
Like,
so
you know,
like
those guys,
car or whatever.
Yeah, where they're like, oh, you know, I'm like a car guy or whatever, and I run a popular social media thing, so I put my Instagram name, like, on a sticker on my car or something. Because, like, they're trying to get, like, oh, wow, that guy's car is sick, let me check out his Instagram. Well, we figured out this is a fucking genius idea, and I think it's only a matter of time before this takes off, and if it does, I'm suing because this idea is worth so much. You do the same thing, but for OnlyFans girls, and you just put their Instagram tag on the ass of their leggings. Like, in the exact same way. It's like leggings, but with your Instagram tag on it.
That's big brain.
Exactly. So then you're walking around. So that actually solves this whole problem, right? How do you hit up a girl in the gym? You don't. You see her Instagram tag on her leggings and then slide in her DMs later.
I think that would work.
Because then it's not like, ew, why are you being weird at the gym? Now it's like, you just sent her a message on Instagram. That's not creepy. Unless the message is creepy. But that's a whole other thing.
That's a whole other problem.
Yeah, that's a whole other problem, but that's not my problem. Like, that's kind of genius. Like, or even if she's not at the gym, if she's just, like, wearing leggings anywhere, you're just like, oh shit, hold on, she kind of bad. Let me follow her.
I think that would
on
work.
Instagram. I just realized that sounded kind of weird. Follow her on Instagram, obviously.
Yeah, follow her on Instagram. Yeah,
and then stalk
Gotta
her.
make the distinction.
And then stalk the shit out of her later. Or you could get it as a fucking QR code. You just put a you put a QR code like on the ass or something, and then it just links to like all their shit.
Just put it on like one cheek, so all you have to do is just be like, hold on, sit still.
Yeah. And then you know what? It's way less uncomfortable because then you have her at the gym and she's doing like squats or whatever, and then no dudes are staring. They're all pulling out their phones and opening their cameras and pointing it directly at her ass. This is a way better solution to the problem. Like, that's even worse, actually. But yeah, it could have like her Instagram or like her OnlyFans on it or whatever, and then it's like, there you go. And
or the link tree.
Yeah, exactly.
Use, right?
Yeah, or it's a double-edged sword, because if you're not into that, if you're like a guy that's like, I wouldn't date a girl with an OnlyFans, then you know who to stay away from. You know, like,
yeah, that's pretty clear, cut and dry.
Yeah, you're like, oh, she has the OnlyFans across the ass, I'm good. Like, oh my god, dude, I'm just out here solving everyone's problems. It's fucking,
I like that.
That's
I like
fucking
that idea
sick.
a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah. So if you want to invest $1 billion, I'll give you guys 5% equity each. Yeah, I'm serious. This is a one-time offer just for you guys. You guys get friend prices.
Friend prices? What's the like actual price?
Oh, it's far more than that. Oh yeah, okay, all right. This reminded me because we're sort of getting into like Shark Tank marketing type shit now. All right. This is like the big story of the week, which I don't know. I feel like everyone's blowing it out of proportion, to be honest. Just like my opinion for like 80% of these main attraction type events that I talk about.